I have returned once again to actually deliver another stream of Golden Kamuy, the manga series. So yes, actually I've returned to cover episode, chapter 186 of Golden Kamuy, the manga series. And as we know, before Christmas, I believe, was the last chapter, actually. We actually kind of left on the fact that Ogata has realised Sugimoto actually is still alive, and he's like, oh. That's the kind of underlying message of his character currently, is the, oh. He's like, well, I guess I'm screwed currently, so yeah. It's one of those chapters that actually makes you kind of fear for Ogata slightly, because you're kind of like, I wonder what's going to happen with those two once they meet again, because you know that rage is still within Sugimoto to actually go and take down Ogata, so I do fear it. It ain't going to be just him going up to him and be like, yo, I'm sorry, be like, yeah, it's fine, fam, just carry on. It won't be like that at all. I fear. And also, Sugimoto, I'll say the words correct today. Sugimoto and the others actually had just been ambushed as well, so actually might be interested to see what actually doesn't really happen there. So anyway, it's actually point to actually gone live. So, gone live for Golden Kamuy, chapter 186. And I believe with that, I'll be good to go. That link is good to go. Is this? It is not. It is not good to go. Why would you betray me like this, Twitch? And is it? Is it working now? Are we working? Are we working? Because from some reason, Twitch has a tendency to actually work, but not actually display your view count correctly. So it just says, it always displays it as 0. But now it's working now. We're good to go now. We're actually fine. Right, anyway, so let's actually begin chapter 186, Something Left Behind. A killer's eye blocked by a killer blizzard. Are people coming after us? I can't see a thing with all this snow and ice. Hurry! With this wind and snow blowing around, right now it's going to be our only chance to get close to him. Whoa! That was close. Be careful, Sugimoto. The drift ice moves around really violently because of the ocean currents. Huh? Are we drifting away? What are we going to do now? Shirashi, strip naked, jump in the water and push the ice. Hell no. You do it. I'm going to go investigate that gunshot. Wait here for Asidapa and the others, okay? Asidapa! They're worried about us. We gotta go back. Back at Abishiri prison, Sugimoto and Noporobu were shot. Kyoranke made a signal to somewhere. Come on, Asidapa. Ooh. Ah! Damn. Koito's got that rage today as well. He's got that rage. Jesus. Pro first class Tanigaki. I've dealt with this guy too. Where's Tsukishima? Tsukishima, where are you? Tsukishima! Tsukishima! Where are you, Tsukishima? Tsukishima! Hurry! Kyoranke Nispa made a signal. Why would he do that? He waited until you confirmed Noporobu was your father, and then he had a sniper shoot him. I don't know what happened between him and Wilk, but they probably ended up arguing how they were going to use the gold. Why? Why didn't you tell me about this before? Because you just remembered the key to solving the code. I thought it was necessary to work with Kyoranke, so I decided to keep quiet and see how things would play out. I mean, that's basically his character, in a nutshell, really. I was fine with anything so long as I got some of the gold, but it's dangerous to work with Kyoranke it's too dangerous to work with Kyoranke any longer. Once you tell him how to solve the code, he may decide to get rid of you, and there's a chance that he'll get rid of me and Shirashi too. Kyoranke Nispa would? Tsukishima! Huh? Who's that woman? She's the daughter of the couple at the lighthouse. What are you talking about? Forget about her. That's the thing with Ogata's characters. Whether or not actually when he's being sincere, he's actually being kind of terrifying at the exact same time. He's a very interesting character for that reason. That he's kind of he's when he's trying to be acting normal, he's not acting normal at all because his demeanor kind of gives off the fact that he's actually kind of terrifying. So he could in theory at this point be manipulating her as well as the problem. Ooh. That is the most satisfying punch of the whole entire series, I must say. Oh man, I've been waiting for someone to punch him for a long time. Oh my god. Don't hurt Tanigaki as well. That's against the law. I can't do that. I said, oh, please tell me. What did you remember? I've got to get to her. I've got to get her to tell me quickly, or he's going to catch up to us. Oh no! The man's been stabbed! You left that behind in Abashiri prison, so I came to give it back to you. Animatagi are a man of duty, 186, and he did it! He's done it! He stabbed the dude back! God, that was so satisfying! Oh man. I can't believe it. It's just, it's nice when you actually have a character that you kind of sort of love, but you actually also unapologetically hate at the same time, get kind of punched in the face and then admittedly get stabbed afterwards. It's kind of nice because you're kind of like, he deserved it. Now see, if someone could slap Ogata, I probably would be like completely okay after that point because I mean, I love the dude so much, but just a little tap on the face. Just give him a little tap on the face and just be off of it. It's fine after that point. That's all I need. That's all I need. So, Happy New Year. This was the first chapter released in 2019, hence the ID message from Noda. In case you forgot, Atanapa can mean future or New Year. Character contest. The Golden Kamuy All-Stars Character Popularity Contest just ended a few months ago. As a part of the contest, they chose one person from everyone who voted for the 3 characters that got first, second, third place. These 3 lucky people were allowed them to make a request to Noda for a picture featuring the character. Sugimoto got first place, and the request first up was Sugimoto as a child wearing his outfit. He's saying thank you in the picture. Noda debated over whether or not to include the scar, but in the end he decided to go for it. And there we go, 186 end. So yeah, I mean, see the thing with Ogata currently is the fact that he's like, well, if I do this, then I can get out of here quicker, and then possibly Asadapa might be in theory be saved as well. But at the same time, he's like, well, by no fault of my own, that's actually happened over there, and it's kind of just put a spanner in his works again. So that's the thing with his character. When he's trying to be sincere, things tend to go wrong for him. Like, it's also then at that point, is he being sincere? Is he actually being kind to Asadapa, or is he actually manipulating her to actually get to the gold? Because he did in theory say chapter beforehand that he didn't want anything out of it, but this chapter says that he kind of does want something. So it's kind of one of those things that he's contradicted himself slightly. Not to the point that he's actually wanting all the gold, but it's kind of there. So you're kind of just wondering at that point, okay, so what does it all mean for his character at the end of it? Is he actually kind of being sincere to her? Is he trying to save her? Is he not? That's the question, because the best place Ogata actually is in the mindset is when he's actually kind of got his own motive. That actually does in theory pan out for him correctly, because clearly he was like, well, if I did this, then she can get out of here quicker, and possibly I can get out of this quicker as well. Long and behold, no, it doesn't happen that way, because Tanigaki freaking stabbed him, and was like, wow, that is a twist. That's a twist, my son. That's a twist right there. So it makes you wonder what's going to happen now, because the thing is, Ogata thinks he's actually kind of okay, but then you have the whole entire thing that Sugimoto's still after him. So even if, say, hypothetically speaking, he actually gets out of this whole entire thing A-okay, which I don't think he will, not deaf, but possibly maybe just slightly injured, you still run the risk of him currently kind of being pursued by Sugimoto, and actually then puts you kind of wondering what's to happen at that point. What can in theory happen if because I don't think Sugimoto will actually let his whole entire thing rest with Ogata, because let's face it, he shot him in the head. I don't think he ever would. I don't think it's one of those things that if Asudapa says, well, he got away, and he's like, well, I mean, let's let bygones be bygones, as they say. I don't think it'd be that at all. He's gonna pursue him after that point. So in theory, let's face it, Ogata actually has no way out of this currently. So he actually has to face the problem head on. So I guess that's why he's kind of acting the way he is, because he actually has to kind of do this head on rather than in his own way that he would do beforehand. So it kind of makes the whole entire thing with his character a lot more interesting, because you kind of wonder what's actually going to happen there. But again, the thing with his character is you still don't know whether or not it's actually kind of being sincere, or whether or not actually is kind of manipulating her, because he's doing it, I guess, in the sense that he actually is trying to get away from Kyoranke because he knows it actually is too dangerous. I think we even know at this point that working with Kyoranke is way too dangerous, because he's got a motive, but the motive itself is very much kind of like terrifying in his own way. It depends on how it pans out, really, because you're known from his actual kind of actions that he's a person that actually doesn't take things lightly. He kind of goes he goes in, basically, is kind of the best way to describe his character. So it's been interesting to see what does in theory happen with what happens with that, whether or not that he actually doesn't really get away and actually kind of just lives his life out like normal, whether or not that's actually how it happens, whether or not actually doesn't very kind of meet Sugimoto actually kind of just duke it out and see what actually doesn't very happen. I don't think it'll end well, but let's hope for the best, as they say. Let's hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, it's also interesting that we actually kind of gotten a little bit of a kind of relationship advancement for Tsukishima and Koito as well. Actually, I thought that was quite interesting, because at the beginning, it was kind of like they were acquaintances more than anything, but not kind of like you would say at this point that they actually kind of see that Koito actually kind of sees Tsukishima a little bit more than just an acquaintance at this point, because he actually doesn't really worry about him. So I actually kind of wonder what's actually going to happen there, whether that actually that actually is a kind of like a pseudo like a pseudo friendship going on there in that context. So it actually might in theory be interesting to see actually doesn't really happen there. But at least 2019 also gave me the fact that Kyoranke got punched in the face. That's just satisfying. I love that. I love that a bit. So that's my favourite thing the whole entire year so far. Is Kyoranke getting punched in the face. Just like, thank you. So yeah, that is me done for today. So as you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, then do leave that good old follow, because indeed it does something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube, if you have enjoyed it here on Twitch and you actually want to stay a bit longer after the whole entire point, then do follow me on Twitter, because indeed there's something quite a bit. Actually, know when streams go live, and when streams I do as well. And also, I actually don't have a Twitter account, even for a Discord server as well. Discord doesn't free tell when your streams go live. Any other streams I do as well. But until next time, with Golden Kamuy chapter 187, yes. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.